Good morning. Blessings. You too. Good morning. Hi. How are you? Good morning. How you doing? How is everybody? What's up? What's up? Good morning, Holly. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in Missouri. I can definitely hear the birds. What's up, Trey? I live out in the country, so I get to hear the birds all the time. Good morning. How are you? Just out for my morning stroll. Another fine day, absolutely. Yes, they are. Good morning. How is everybody? You need to be walking too? Well, go walk. Get up, get out. You too, have a great day. How's everybody doing? South Africa. That's really far away. What time is it over there? Hello? Cicadas. We do have some cicadas around here. Where I'm at, I don't know how many years it is. It might be every 2 or 3 years. We have like a plague of cicadas. They are everywhere, and it is terrible. Thankfully, that's not this year. All right. Appreciate you guys joining me. I wanted to talk about something this morning, and that is the sinful nature. Sinful nature. So when I was growing up, I was taught that I had two natures. A good nature, which is of God, and a sinful nature, which is not of God. This caused quite a bit of inner conflict because I thought I was a bad person because I had a sinful nature. But the reality is, I don't have a sinful nature. In fact, the words sinful nature are not in the Bible. I'll repeat that. The words sinful nature are not in the Bible. The problem is, there was a translation called the NIV, which is a very popular Bible. Matter of fact, that is where I've got most of my studies done through, is the NIV. The NIV reads very smoothly. It's easy to understand. I can't understand the King James. I can't understand even a lot of the other translations as clear as the NIV. However, the NIV Bible had a huge flaw in it, and they have since changed it back. But they changed the words the flesh to sinful nature. The flesh was translated in the NIV to sinful nature. Not flesh, not our physical body, not this, but the flesh. You put that little THE in front of flesh, it changes the meaning completely. The original Greek word for the flesh was sarx, S-A-R-X. The word sarx does not mean sinful, and it doesn't mean nature, and it doesn't mean your physical body. But we translated the word sarx, which was the flesh, into sinful nature. So you can see where it started to go downhill from there. Here we have countless Christians reading the Bible, the NIV translation, and they're reading sinful nature. They're confusing sinful nature with the flesh, and they're confusing the flesh with their physical body. The flesh is not you. That is what you need to understand the most about the words the flesh. The flesh is not you. So anytime you read the words the flesh, when you see that THE in front of it, it's not talking about you. The flesh is a separate entity altogether. The flesh is old thought patterns, worldly ways of getting your needs met. When you were born again, you were taken out of the realm of the flesh and you were placed into the Spirit of Jesus Christ. Romans chapter 8 tells us this. So if you have an NIV Bible, you can actually go back, and I've done this because I love my NIV Bible. You can go back through Romans 7, 8, Galatians 5, any other location in the Bible where it says sinful nature. You can put a straight line through it and you can write the flesh, because the NIV has actually changed it back to the flesh. After much advice from many different scholars, they changed it. Thank God. Because Christians don't have a sinful nature. If you have a sinful nature, you can't have God's nature. Because you only have one nature. Nature means natural, organic, who you are. So, Jesus said a house divided will fall. So you can't have on this side of you a sinful nature, on this side of you God's nature. You've got one or the other. So in 2 Peter, he tells us we have God's divine nature. It might be 1 Peter. But Peter tells us you have God's divine nature. You are a partaker in God's divine nature. So you have been taken out of Adam, which was sinful. You're born sinful, and you were placed into Christ. By no fault of yours, you were born into sin. By no work of yours, you are made righteous through Christ. By no fault of Jesus did he have to go to the cross, but he freely did that because he loves you. So when we read the flesh in Scripture, just know that's not you. Also, you are never commanded to fight the flesh. So first of all, you're not fighting your physical body. Paul says in Ephesians 5 that you take care of your body. So we're not fighting our body. We're not fighting the flesh. You take care of your body. Further, your body is blameless and holy, just like your spirit and soul. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 says, your spirit, soul, and body are blameless. So there's nothing wrong with your body. Your body is an amazing instrument. It is a tool for your spirit and soul to be able to live in time, space, and matter. There's nothing wrong with your flesh. There's nothing wrong with your body. You're not at battle with your body. You're not even at battle with the flesh. Just a second. My app is talking to me in my ear. It says I'm going 18 minutes per mile. That's not bad for a brisk walk. But anyway, back to fighting the flesh. You don't have to fight the flesh. We are actually never even Morning. We are never instructed to fight the flesh. Not once in Scripture are you instructed to fight the flesh. You are not instructed to crucify the flesh. In Galatians, it says you have crucified the flesh. Past tense. You're not doing anything to fight the flesh. You're not repeatedly crucifying the flesh. Who fights the flesh? The Spirit. You rest. The Spirit and the flesh are at battle, not you. So, just know that there's nothing wrong with your body. There's nothing wrong with your flesh. You have one nature. There are not two dogs inside of you fighting, and the one you feed more is stronger. No. You've only got one dog, so to speak, inside of you. A good dog. And your mind is being renewed. Don't confuse immature coping mechanisms and old thought patterns, which is in your mind. Your mind is constantly maturing and growing. Don't confuse those things with who you are. Plus, think about it. The wind's picking up here. Don't know if it's messing with the microphone or not. One last thing to think about before I jump off here.